Tune in, tune in, tune in. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Tune in, tune in, tune in. The Black Care Party presents the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Friendship has everything to do with aura, love is a more, and purpose is about saving time. I am JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. And now we about to live in our purpose, and we about to hop in this box, and we about to travel through time, so we can show people another side. Another side of JRX36. We're gonna see a side of JRX36 that only his friends and family have been able to see. The ones that have been looking. So buckle up, cause here we go. Boom, JRX36 in the flesh with IUV. Tune in. The Black Care Party presents the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. I am your host, JRX36. This is an All Ages Alliance production. Yeah. And we about to go straight up into this box like we always do. Now, if you don't know what the box is, tune in. Dun. Here we go. So here's the box. This is where we was last at. Why do I call it a box? We gotta hop in the box to go to the box. Whatever that means. But this one's already been done. I did this on yesterday. Today I'm with my one and only IUV. So you got a little laugh there from him. JJ, every day, days in the backpack. He could, you want to tune us in? He'll do a nice little tune in.
Tune in. The Black Care Party presents the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Right here is your host, JRX36, our special guest, Jacob IU, and this is an All Ages Alliance production.
Yeah. And now we're gonna do it in fast motion because I always feel like I talk in slow motion. So I'm going to say it in slow motion. Tune in. The Black Care Party presents the real. So if you're gonna go all in like that, let's do it right. Let's speed it up and see how it sounds when you do the slow, fast motion. Tune in. The Black Hair Party presents the Real Talk Show. I am your host, JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. Now you know I did skip a little part, just checking if you noticed. So this is some art, not mine. You know, shout out Black Sands Entertainment. Yeah. Shout out. Another Black Sands Entertainment. Black comic book with black superheroes representing a black nation. Look at phase 2 right there. Oh, man. I'm saying this is a commemorative piece right here. That's it right there. That's phase 2. Man. Chain. Alright, so look, we here got this old country, man. What this about country and religion? So it look like country. You gonna go to sleep, baby? So that country picture for real. He's not trying to go to sleep. That country picture makes me think of a former coworker, Ashley. Ashley is a cowgirl, and her husband is a cowboy. So, you know, if anything, this reminds me of them, you know what I mean? The cowboy and cowgirl. But yeah, that's one of my personal favorites. You know, the country and religion go hand in hand, you know, it's like God, country, family. Yeah. Oh, yes, you are. I will get you comfortable like this. Okay. Yeah. That's it. I think the baby's ready for you. Alright, so this is a dope one. You know, I like this one personally. You know, what do you see? I know what I see. My personal favorite ones. I got a whole bunch of. I think I can say that like all my personal favorites.
Like that one too. That one. In fact, I think that was a Picasso inspired, if I remember correctly. And all that means really is that I think I had viewed a Picasso and I was like, oh, that's dope. I see that, and I could recreate that, in my own way. I could show that, I could express that in my way. And this is just dope to me. Another person's favorite. It's like, it is what it is. I guess what? Yeah, I mean, that's a crypto card. That's a non-fungible trading card. You know what I mean? There is a crypto script that's been made because I don't want to necessarily depart from the original. Okay, who that be? That's Frida. That's another goodie book. Another goodie. That's another goodie.
That's another goodie.
A goodie is a dope one. What's a dope one? A dope one is a bad one. What's a bad one? A bad one is a good one.
And then like just notice like the earrings, like notice the A for amazing, A for all ages alliance, you know what I'm saying? Notice the symbol for joy, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That becomes good though. That becomes good when you leave the academics, when you leave the institution, and then you go to the streets. So now in the streets, that's bad. Bad means dope. Dope means bad. Like how is the negative stuff the good stuff?
What that means is that language is different depending at where you are. Like there's a vocabulary in academia, there's a vocabulary in the street, there's a vocabulary in the courts, there's a vocabulary in the medical field. Like each arena has its own vocabulary, and each time period has its own vocabulary. So, that's how bad things become good things, and good things become bad things. It gets distorted through time and through places.
But either way, this is Frida right here. Check out her earring, it's magnificent. I'm saying signed right there. Joy.
Did I just echo you? Have I been echoing you? Or are you echoing me? Huh? Who's the echo? Who's the shadow?
So here we go now. It's just me now. No more Juju. No more
Juju baby.
So here we go.
We got Juju baby, Juju boy. This is Juju baby.
I don't know. Maybe the car seat? Yes. Okay, got another one. Yeah. So I think this came up already. I haven't broken it down, so maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to break it down. Let's see if I can remember. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna spend some time where I heard extroversion. So we're just gonna Google each word. Now, these are the big five. That's what they're called. In fact, I think I did this already. Yeah, I did this already. But
do it again. The big five personality traits. Characteristics of a personality.
The big five personality traits is suggested taxonomy or grouping for personality traits. Developed from the 1980s onward in psychological trait theory, when factor analysis, a statistical technique, is applied to personality survey data, it reveals semantic association. Some words used to describe aspects of personality are often applied to the same person. For example, someone described as conscientious is more likely to be described as always prepared rather than messy. These associations suggest 5 broad dimensions used in common language to describe the human personality, temperament, and psyche. So the big 5, we got openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. There we go. Extroversion, outgoing, energetic, and the opposite is solitary, reserve. Agreeableness, friendly, compassionate, the opposite, critical, rational. The next one, openness to experience, inventive, curious, rather than consistent and cautious. Conscientiousness, efficient, organized, rather than extravagant and careless. Last one, neuroticism, sensitive, nervous, rather than resilient and confident. And we got it there. So those are the big 5. And this art, is bringing attention to the big 5. So extroversion, right? So let's see. So we got extroversion. Either you like to be alone on the version side. You see the top right, you see the word solo. Either you like to be alone or you like to be, and on the left, you got social. You like to be in a group. That's the extrovert. That's the high extroversion makes you social. Low extroversion means you're solo. Neuroticism.
And on the solo, it looks, you got Anna, And on the extroversion, the social, looks like we got Eve. So we have the seeds of Anna in the solo box, and we got the seeds of Eve in the social box. And then you can see the social box is extroversion, like all the left side of it. The left side of the
high in eroticism
grid
versus low or solo. Low, like high, this is high, low. Then eroticism. Let's go back to neuroticism. So the extroversion, we already know that's outgoing versus reserved. Energetic versus solitary. I guess either way, you get it now. Agreeableness. We got friendly, compassionate. We gotta go to neuroticism first. Neuroticism, we got sensitive, nervous, resilient, confident. Sensitive, nervous, resilient, sensitive, nervous, resilient, where you at? Confident. Okay. So this is the left side is the high neuroticism, the right side is the low neuroticism. Agreeableness. So what we got? So we got on the left, under the social bracket, the high neuroticism, we got those that seek to cooperate. So in other words, to describe agreeableness, either are you going to be cooperative or are you going to be competitive? So if you are agreeable, oh man, these are some good, oh my bad.
And the left side is the high of everything. So the high extroversion, high neuroticism.
JJ every day, they just got done printing, some cards. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'll let JRX36 finish it. And then we'll just go ahead and start going through some of the cards. So now this one right here is not a crypto script, and you'll hear it here first, but this was a dope one, but it's not a crypto script actually. I mean, it's not a miniature, but this is a dope one right here, man. This has a 84 of 84. But that's gonna be the original, baby. You gotta cut it.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't like originals. I like them, but that's okay. We could do just once we do this first round. This could be the way to come back in the next round. We can improve on it. We can change on it. So this is the next crypto. This is a crypto script right here. You see it? Yep, you seeing it here first. These are all my favorite. These are there's an 80 or 80. We got them people love them 8s out there, like Prince 8. Love them 8. You gonna try to.
So we're gonna pause it right here so I can go ahead and keep talking on this crypto script card here. It's not NFTS or NFTC, hasn't been turned into an S yet. So we got the left side as the social side, right? And then we got high in extroversion, high in eroticism, high in agreeableness, low in conscientiousness, and low in conscientiousness and high in openness. And that's the left side, and then the right side is the opposite. So to keep speaking on that, the agreeableness has the cooperative, the cooperation on the left side, and in the high extroverts, high neuroticism side, and agreeableness is lower in the competitive side. The left side associated with beliefs, the right side associated with actions. And then we move to conscientiousness. At the high end of conscientiousness, we have responsible. On the low side, I'm not able to see it, but I would suggest it probably says reliable. And then we have openness. We have high in openness, perceives reality through the lens of fantasy, or fiction, whereas in the low in openness, we have reality. Rather than fantasy, or the idea or the desire to seek to understand reality, not necessarily live in a fantasy world or some idealistic situation or utopic existence. But yeah, so this is basically like, Ace for Amazing, of course. And this is just bringing attention to the big 5 personality traits. Like it's a useful tool when you're on your journey of self-discovery, when you're on your when you're en route to the golden castle of hope when you are seeking to live in your dream space. There's a place for understanding personality types or tendencies. And the Big Five seems to be one of the top tools that exist for that matter.
They collect all the eggs. Well, if you are lucky to get your hands on this one, then I'm sure you got to buy it in prints. Yes. Okay. So this one, it's it is what it is, and that's just what it is. A 43 or 43. It's a image of a woman or a female. That maybe that's the best way. We'll leave it at that. This one, let you look at it. This is 97 of 97. 97 of 97. 10 of 10. 10 of 10.
This baby, Juju baby, this baby is going in. Like, all right, he is determined. He is on a mission to get to the keyboard.
Color didn't quite come through as good as I'd like for on the camera. You got that 71 of 71 right here. Oh, you already see it. Look at that smile. I don't make you want to smile. I see that smile make me want to smile. You know what I mean? Gino knows.
Gino
knows a 71 of 71.
That's right.
This is 69 to 69. It's attached.
It's rainbow.
Got all the colors of the rainbow. You know we love colors here. I mean, we just love colors here. Ain't no rules to colors. Ain't no rules to colors.
Actually, that's not exactly true. Some people will believe there are rules.
My future self, you finish that.
Okay.
I'll just keep it moving. No days off. This was dope. I love BMX bikes. Shout out Calvin Westbrook for putting me on back on bike after being a grown man. Shout out. Jules. Know what I'm saying? I'm dropping them gems.
You know what I'm saying?
Since 92. Since 82, I've been dropping these gems all over the city.
That's Jules. This is V right here.
Look at that.
Jules,
look at that. Who is Racer X? You know what I mean?
No.
Who is Racer X?
We X. We X right here. We XI up in here. We XI.
Some stuff we're just gonna keep going through it. You could just kind of I'll go like this. I'll go like this. You could
shout out Mike Dean.
More than just a story I'm supposed to be true. I belong to no man, but that is not so in school. More than just a story I'm supposed to be true. I belong to no man, but that is not so in school.
Riddle me that. Whoa. This little boy of mine, he's gonna do his thing. This little boy of mine, he's gonna do his thing. He is determined, consistent, resilient. He has a target in mind. He's moving towards that target with every fiber in his body.
That's not me. Shout out Rachel. Oh, the man that we just scrolled by, that the one I was talking, not Mike Dean, but Mike Dean. Now he's the artist of that.
That's him right there. That's the artist.
My shirt.
That's dope.
My shirt.
You know that. Thousands of hours is taken into, develop his craft. They're the best words, man. It's hip hop culture for real.
For real life, love, joy, fun, all of that and more.
Shout out Marcus David, I'm saying his company back to marketing. Let's see. Yeah, back to marketing. I'm gonna say, let's get it right. Let's get it right. Why I wouldn't get it right? Hold on.
Let's see if I don't get a copyright strike. If I remove the music from it, the video. You know, this is even though this is for educational purposes, this is for critiquing and commentary. You know, that's the homie, the big dog, Basquiat. You know, he's no longer with us, but he's inspired a generation of graphers, graph writers. He's inspired a whole generation of artists. You know, his influence on me has been liberating. I felt comfortable to just express myself with no judgment. Go, tell mom. You know, I felt comfortable to express myself with no judgment. That. And, you know, I wish I would have had a chance to meet him in person and or watch him work live.
Shout out Max.
Oh, I should have let Max play.
This order I taught, when order I sought, by the son I brought, new beginnings I thought. What is my name? What is my name? What is my name?
What's my name? JRX.
Go slow. Check them out.
What's my name?
From the shade of a tree I creep, smearing dirt with dirt. Who am I?
Who am I? Who am I?
Thinking is free. Free thinking is a commodity. Free think is manifest material things from nothing. Free think is wanted. Ain't nothing. Something ain't coming from nothing. Let me just clear that up. Clearing that up. Just to make that clear, something will always be coming from something.
Even that something that it comes from may not be material or physical, but it's coming from something. Something is coming from something. Something has always been something. We are in a state of something. Life is in the state of something.
Man, that's that youth, fam. Look at that, looking fresh. Man, with the fresh dress.
Shout out, fam.
Like in a whole different picture right there. He's all the way GQ'd up. Got Cal, got Jamie, man, Antonio. He's sweet. Now she got that big ass in the chest for sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
QRS.
We did this already. Check out. Let's go ahead and.
Where the couch is at? Where the couch is at? We crunking, we moving, we grooving to the beat in a way that's legit. Beat it up until it can't speak. Move it up till you be in the coop, all cooped up, looking for the loot. Yeah, that was bad.
No time clan.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the culture.
We just scrolling, you just
Ready
watching,
or
just keep
not.
your eyes on it.
I'm going too fast. You going too fast. Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? Are you seeing some of my influences or exposures?
Listening mood. Fam. Hip hop culture movement, Bronx 1970, the club and big sound street DJs of NYC.
So this is a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, in my opinion, is Black Enlightenment. Let me just let you know, hip hop was and is Black Enlightenment. Now, it doesn't mean that it's doing that right now or the way it did when it first got out, but hip hop is a system that is self-sustainable and can exist by itself. You don't need an education system if you got hip hop. Within the house of hip hop, you find all the disciplines necessary to operate a culture. Out of hip hop, a civilization can exist. You know, so hip hop culture movement, Bronx 1970, DJing. That's the person that plays the instrument. You know what I'm saying? What's the instrument? The turntable. So the turntable introduced this new genre called hip hop because a new instrument was created and the instrument was called a turntable. and this turntable was used differently. And then being used differently, it caused people to move differently. And that's when B-boys and B-girls came into the scene. So B-boys and B-girls came in, and then they started hearing this new sound. So they started moving in innovative ways, right? And then that propelled the culture, because then now you got this thing that's happening. So you got people now that are going to start socializing and talking about it, right? These are your MCs and rappers now, but they rapping over a beat, which is like poetry over a beat. But over a beat that has sounds and people are moving in a way that hadn't been done before. And then you got graph, you got writing, you got the writers. Now the writers are the ones that essentially speak for the culture, for the lowest of the culture, for the most oppressed, and the way graph turned out, there were people was graphing on walls, like it was illegal what graphers were doing. So this movement was an illegal movement, or it was demonized by the public because of the influence it was having on the young people and the consciousness that it was bringing to a whole generation of people. People was like feeling about it. People was feeling powerful, empowered, because it was part of this new culture, this hip hop culture that separated itself from mainstream culture, until it got adopted and then it became commercialized. But these are like the four main elements of hip hop. You got DJing, you got B-boys, B-girls, which is dance, you got MCing, rapping, which is voice, you got writing, which is with your hands. And ultimately hip hop changed the world. Hip hop, in hip hop, racism ought not exist. In hip hop, sexism ought not exist. It's about what's your skill, what you got. Show me what you got, and if you're good, you get props, and you can pass go and collect 200.
B-boys and B-girls, street,
but MCs,
NYC, 60s.
We'll leave that. We'll leave the downfall of hip hop, to another conversation. And when I say downfall, I mean when hip hop left the streets, when hip hop left, or when hip hop was no longer able to serve the culture the way it did in the beginning.
MCing and rapping, chanting and rapping DJs of NYC, writing the writing culture of the 1960s and 70s. Hip hop reinvented everything. Lions pride.
Yeah, I love lions. I personally identify with the lion. I love the way lions are. Like, you lions live in big families. Now being a human means we don't gotta kick our kids out, right? But there's a time and a place for children to go out in the world and get some experience and then come back and bring it to the family.
It's whatever.
No.
Every teenage lion is dependent on its pride.
Oh my shit.
But this brother and sister must grow up fast.
Right, like real life. Depending on your circumstance, you gotta grow up.
Is responsibility gained. When his father goes missing, he must rise to the challenge and learn to hunt Africa's biggest game. The siblings will come up against fierce rivals.
That's the only way we can make it, is family.
Stare death in the face.
Working as a team, having pride in family and community.
These youngsters have what it takes.
Do you have what it takes,
To
youngsters?
secure the future of their pride.
To secure the future of your pride. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this is about.
Yeah, so you can imagine it's gonna be dope. So let my future self talk on that. Let my future self talk a little bit on that. Like,
So that's what this is about, is like, it's about the future. We need this all ages alliance because the young people need help and support. Now, what does that mean? They need protection. That's the help and support. It's protection from those that want to control and or restrict them. We need to trust in their ability to solve the problems of tomorrow. To solve the problems that they did not create. Because the people that created the problems, they're gonna continue creating new problems. It's in the design. So we need to let the next group, the next generation step in and intervene before it's too late. And by too late, I mean before young people never have the opportunity to express themselves at the head of the table like they can now, because they have skills that are valuable to all generations. They have a message that's valuable to all generations. And the moment has come, you know, but the burden is on young people to be able to have consciousness, to be able to express themselves at such a tender age. So it's almost like, yo, y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it if you wanna. Y'all gotta see it if you want it.
You know what I mean? Expand these youngins, you know, they don't really see what was out there. They think the world out there is easy. And it is.
And it is.
But there's opposition that makes it complicated. That creates
And it is.
resistance. Whether it be through accusations or whether it be through setup or whatever else. Okay. Remember the 5th of November. Yeah. Look at that. It's like a flyer right there. It's like a flyer right there. Like, remember the 5th of November. What do you think and how do you feel about censorship? Is censorship real? Who's in control of the public narrative? Who determines which ideas are to be censored?
No, these are all dope conversations, right? Like, shouldn't we be having dope conversations about things that matter? Right? Shouldn't we talk about things that matter? Even though they might be controversial or divisive?
With the mask over the 9. Sisters. Oh, snap. Look at the man with the coat shirt. Oh, snap.
Masked up, know what I mean? Masked
This
up.
picture coming up all the time. This is a goodie right here. Shout out Cap, Nina, Jane,
Go get it.
Cacao, Oh, nigga, my cousin, my brother, his lifelong faith. Whoa.
At another time, we'll come back to that. That was a dope message. You know, I love my cousin. I love my
So this was
family.
the
I love
wish,
my
was to
brother.
attract clever elementals, actors, athletes, gamers, entrepreneurs.
That's who we want.
Interact through Dream Space 9, lifestyle and social design, specifically branding, on-play experience, entrepreneurship, ship shop, strategy, ER, that's the storyteller, that's current, you know what I mean? And then technology, Moretta Institute of Technology, out of whence IU Voice has come from. Experience, Project C, tomorrow, today. So what's Project C? Sports, entertainment, and education. And within sports, we got esports too, which is mainstream athletics, gaming, and acting. We call that MAGA. Entertainment, nerve, manifest destiny. Neo into reality, manifest destiny. Education, EIOS, save time. No, I mean,
That's
if you
what we
game,
doing.
man, I've been talking about it. If you don't know, I've been talking about it. Look, I've been talking. This is 2019, March 21st. Oh my God,
we
what is
did
happening?
it!
What is happening?
Yay!
Being is my motivation. Okay, look, this is where we are. And this is like okay, I thought this was gonna be a good place to stop, but this is not. This is a good place to, actually, it's a good place to stop.
Hello.
Why not? Non-aggression principle party for you. What does making a pact mean? Agreement, a covenant, a compact. An agreement, covenant, or compact. We made a pact to practice the non-aggression principle. What does the non-aggression principle mean? The non-aggression principle, NAP, also called the non-aggression axiom, the non-coercion principle, the non-initiation of force, and the zero aggression principle, is a concept used by libertarians in which they assert that aggression, defined as initiating or threatening any forceful interference with an individual. Black A hair, black or more hair, black or more hair. So you down with nap? You down to take the nap? You down with nappy? Non-aggression principle party for you? You down with that?
The Black
You
Hair
to
Peace
agree
Party.
to Not initiate force, to be 0% aggressive. Right.
If you with it, I'm with it.
Right. So
I'm with it.
we'll go ahead and start fading out. Go ahead and boom, maximize that.
We'll talk more about that.
Bam. Let's not forget it. Now go ahead and read it. One day, a large group of sovereigns will unite around an idea that will create the change that liberates us all from this current system of suffering. The secret is becoming united by the desire to be free of limiting beliefs that disconnect us from the joy of living. As a leader, I'm not influenced by the concepts of right and wrong of others. If life were a game, and I believe it is, the objective of the game is to live life minus the suffering by any thought or belief system necessary. Each person consequences their belief consequently. Rather than dedicating attention to the differences in our perspectives, we all seek what practical insights we could share with each other that can enable us to live in their dream space. I'm referring to starting a kingdom, right? Organizing the freedom lover fight, the freedom lovers under whatever banner it is. Pick one. Give that group the protection from the use of force by those that seek to control or restrict the movements of others. I mean, let's coexist and practice the non-aggression principle. Let's coexist and practice the NAP, and we in good shape, right? We in such good shape. We prosperous. We in a state of abundance at that point. So choose that point for yourself in this moment and then in future self. So what's the moral of the story? The leaders ought not concern themselves with the belief systems of their constituents. Rather, the leaders ought to seek to tell the greatest story ever told. And when everybody puts themselves in the story, the story tells itself. You don't got to be micromanaging people's belief systems. They'll just reveal it through their story, and everybody's a lesson. I want to be a good lesson, right? In this moment, we could choose to be Eonesians. We could seek to find water that prepares the next generation to lead the kingdom of Eonesia. Step 1. Economics, Bionesia. Step 2, relationship. Share space with Eonesians that most resonate with your personality. Step 3, health. If sick, rest. If hungry, eat. If thirsty, drink. Be conscious of the effects of the foods and or products that cause disease. Step 4, families. Form families that commit to trading and exchanging resources. Form athletic teams, entertainment teams, technology teams, and life teams. Step 5, social court. The leaders of families and teams all agree to resolve conflicts that may arise between families and sovereigns of Eonesia in the Eonesian social courts. See that? Well, that is it for now. I appreciate your time. You, and you. All of you in these boxes that have blessed me with your attendance. We just about to put this paper.
Ballin'. He ballin'.
This is the kind of paper I got paper.
You got that long paper.
So I got real paper right here. This is the paper that really works, son.
Fancy paper.
I don't know what that is. It ain't this paper. So let's check out my JJ everyday. JJ. You tune me out.
Tune out. The Black Empire has presented the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. That was your host, JRX36. We will see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye. Tostos Nuevecos.
Oh, sure. Nano? Is Nano?
¿Wanna say bye? ¿Wanna say bye-bye? 225. Hasta luego.
Bye.
See ya when I see ya. See ya when I see ya. See ya when I see ya.
Bye.